I'm Elizabeth Vargas, and this is iCrime. In our first video, the owner of a saloon in Northwest Ohio goes from verbal to violent, attacking a longtime employee, and the disturbing footage helps lead to his arrest. When Dale Suter owned the Walnut Saloon in Findlay, Ohio, Connie Reed had worked for him off and on for years. Although Suter had been charged with aggravated disorderly conduct in 2014, Connie Reed continued to work for him until February 28, 2019, when the two began arguing, allegedly over signs in the bar. And as the disagreement escalated, Reed's daughter, who had stopped by to deliver some mail, took out her cell phone and hit record.
I'm the one that signed Then do what I say. Quit making up stories of what I told you.
I asked you yesterday.
Shut up!
Reed keeps her distance as Suter continues to raise his voice.
Shut up! Then get up!
At that point, Suter makes his move.
Goodbye! Get your stuff and get out!
I will.
Now! Now!
Anthony Pope is a criminal defense attorney and a former prosecutor. And Anthony, I've never seen any workplace violence quite like this. Have you?
No, it's unusual. You know, it's commonplace to see bars and incidents between patrons. Alcohol will do that. But for an employer to come out and attack an employee the way this is described, that certainly is unusual.
And this isn't like a swipe or a swing. He grabs her by the neck and appears to throttle her.
The potential of strangulation, putting your hands around someone's throat, most jurisdictions today really take that very seriously. As a matter of fact, you know, New Jersey and New York areas, if you strangle someone as opposed to just punching someone or hitting them even really hard, it elevates the offense because that's dangerous. You put your hands around someone's, throat, you could stop their breathing and you could kill them or cause brain damage. And it also goes to the viciousness of the anger that someone is feeling.
We know that this bar owner had, a long history, according to employees, of being verbally abusive. Obviously, this escalates way beyond verbal abuse to physical assault, a serious physical assault. What should a worker do if they have a boss like that who is a bully and there isn't an HR department? I mean, that's a bar. It's a local bar. Who do you go to when the boss is the one who's being abusive?
You have to quit. You can't put yourself in harm's way. When it happens, you have to take action immediately about it. But if you think that somebody has the potential to be violent, I mean, you just have to use your own judgment and say, nothing's worth it. No job is worth it.
Tell me how his prior record comes into play in a case like this.
You want to look at the totality of the circumstance, of course, but then you want to say, well, what is the individual about? Does he have a prior record? Does he have alcoholism or drug addiction? Has he been charged before with assaults or with anything, DWI? You want to know who you're dealing with.
It's a good thing that the victim's daughter was there recording this. In this case, it was that cell phone video showing this shocking assault that really led to some sort of action being taken.
That's what your program's all about because, years ago, it was rare that you even had cameras on a corner or street corner. Now they're all over. They're on every street corner. Everybody has a phone. So it really can act in some instances as a deterrent. I am sure that there are times where things have broken out and everybody's taken out the phone and everybody starts recording that people have backed off. There's no doubt in my mind that happens and will continue to happen. So the more people engage in that type of behavior, the better off it is for all of us.
Suter was arrested for assault and released on bond. He pled guilty to aggravated disorderly conduct in October 2019. Suter was sentenced to 30 days of house arrest, a $250 fine, and 2 years probation.